Okay, don't ask me how I ended up having to do a part 2 to this, because basically I gave you the whole premise. But Charlotte and Count Lars figure out that they're both lying to each other, can't build a relationship on lies. Each one is trying to figure out who told the bigger lie. I'm gonna be honest. I think Adam/Count Lars told the bigger lie, because my girl Charlotte thought she was dating royalty and you just a regular smegular landscaper. Nothing against it, but I think people would see that as a much larger lie than at least Charlotte's character, no matter what, is a reporter. Yes, there's a big difference between legitimate news and tabloids for sure, but she doesn't write the story about Adam not being the real Count Lars because she realizes she would hurt the community of Sir Hagen Norden, and she doesn't want to do that. She sees that Adam has done a lot of good as Count Lars, and in the end, he hosts the Yuletide ball with the king and queen. In that moment, Charlotte still attends because she wants to support the community. Adam made sure his mama was the baker, baking all the goods for the royal ball. I thought that was good that he pointed out using local bakers, artists, using all the local people in the community that have small businesses was a great way to bring this community together and like solidify that it's not just tourism that's going up, it's also the love of Sir Hagen. And I thought Will Kemp did a great job of showing that his character, whether he was playing Adam or Count Lars, cared about his community, and he expressed it so. So at the ball, he tells people who he really is, and then he starts dancing with Charlotte. He loves her. He's like, you know what? I'm going to try to stay in town and be with her instead of leaving to another country on January 1st. Charlotte decides she's going to apply for the PhD historian program at Sir Hagen's university. So she's going to try to stay in town and get her visa extended. And then before you know it, the monarch, the king and queen, decide that Adam's done a really impressive job as the count. The real Count Lars doesn't want to be the count. So they now give him the title. And at the end of the movie, Adam becomes the honorary Count Lars of this imaginary town and this imaginary country that's supposed to be somewhere in Scandinavia. So I'm giving A Not So Royal Christmas a 7 out of 10. Definitely, if you get a chance, go and watch it. I thought there were some things about this movie that honestly worked. I was expecting it to give it like a 6 or below, but I definitely think Brooke and Will do such an amazing job in their roles that it's worth checking out. And I definitely will watch it again, so that's saying something. So once again, A Not So Royal Christmas, 7 out of 10. And you guys let me know if you tuned into this and how you felt about it. I still think that A Not So Royal Christmas was much better than Will Kemp's A Jolly Good Christmas. I also thought that Brooke in this role also made more sense than A Fabled Holiday. But once again, I think A Fabled Holiday was kind of like mystical. It's kind of like you just had to be into it. But I don't think it was a bad movie. If I recall, I feel like I gave it an 8 or 7 or 8, but I know I didn't go below that. It was just really different. Like I was wondering what in the world was going on with it or whatever. But it was a better movie for Ryan Purvey than Under the Christmas Stars this year. So I don't know how Hallmark chooses who does whatever, but I'm gonna say this to you again. If you watch Hallmark and you are not into any Royals movie, just don't watch it and stop writing those comments. I told you, Hallmark has only like 10% change with their diversity and inclusion mission. So you're gonna get some of the recycled storylines. You're just gonna get that. But I do think A Not So Royal Christmas put a spin on the whole royal monarch, and it showed like being a normal person, you can still change the world, like one good deed at a time. I think that's what I got out of it. And even though Adam was running from responsibility, the minute he became Count Lars, he realized he was responsible for a lot of people, including a lot of the small business owners. And he realized he could take on responsibility. And that's why he stopped running all over the globe. And he found him a lady in the meanwhile. I just thought that was great. I was happy we weren't back in England. I don't even care if we were in some fairy tale land. It's funny that they have Brooke in a blue dress because her final dress is actually like this winter green type of dress, which I didn't mind, but it was the same dress in winter green. But I just thought his sash, his little thing, is blue. Then why was her dress not at least complementing it and not really clashing? But y'all know I mix blue and greens all the time. But I mean, that's just because like it looks really good on my skin. And I don't know, I still thought Brooke looked pretty. I just didn't understand what they were doing. And then when I went on the Hallmark pages and saw that they had that same dress, but now in blue, I realized, somebody realized that having them have, you know, compatible colors on would be better for the promo pictures, as you can see. All right, let me know if you checked out A Not So Royal Christmas. Like I said, I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. And then, I don't know. You guys, I have one more movie that will premiere tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. And hopefully I can get that review out for you at least by sometime Tuesday. So you guys let me know. Oh my God, I am doing better than I thought for someone that's not feeling well. All right. Bye.